Hey, my name is Dimitri, and I'm a managing partner at Alpha CIS. So, how do you migrate to Office 365 smoothly? That's the real key here. Um, that really takes just planning. Really, that's the main first step that you have to do is to figure out what you're migrating from, and to make sure that you have all the accounts and all the proper permissions on both sides. Right? Um, there's three kind of migration process that you could do: the cutover migration, stage migration, and the hybrid migration. And I'll talk about those a little bit more details in the article below. But basically, the staged migration is the best and smoothest way that I recommend doing it. The way we do that is normally you set up the accounts, you figure out, once what you're going to transfer over, you set up the accounts with the Office 365. You then create a link between those two, between your current email provider and then the Office 365. If you're using Exchange, that's pretty seamlessly done. We then stage it by uploading half, basically getting it up to about 30 days back or so. All the data, you know, prior to that gets gets copied over from one to the other. What that allows us to do is then when you do the final cutover phase, there's only just a little bit of data to copy over instead of trying to go back, years and years and copy over a whole bunch of data that could take a long time. So once that first step is done, we set a time for, when is a good time for the client to kind of switch over. We inform everybody. We do the switch over. We change the MX records to make sure that all the data is flowing to the new email provider, which is the Office 365. And, there you go. Very minimal impact to the user. Then we basically just have to go into each computer and you have to reset up a new Outlook profile to point to the Office 365. But other than that, that's pretty much it as far as the whole process is laid out. The best way that we've found to do is to use BitTitan, and you could see the link below that as well. But it's an awesome piece of software, and it basically does a lot of the stuff that I discussed for you, as long as you have the right permissions on the accounts. There's plenty of guides and walkthroughs that you could look up on how it's done. But again, the main thing that really is the first thing that you have to worry about is the staging and the planning phase. So as long as you got that down, the rest of the process should be pretty smooth. Thanks.